And they will censor you, they will shout you down, they'll shun you, they'll ban you, and the only thing they achieve in this, from the aspect of a wise person, of which there are not too many wise people out there, is that they will show you who they truly are. One of the great tools of a master detective is not listening so much to what someone says, but listening to what they don't say. This is a type of subsidiary aspect of Baudelarization. I don't know if you know, everybody should look up Baudelarization. Baudelarization was where they circumcised, excuse that word, originally came from puritanical fools that circumcised like the gritty sections of Shakespeare out so that kids could read it. People Baudelarize the things that they don't want you to know. They hide who they are, but they really show you very, very quickly. So when someone is listening to someone truly, you're listening less to what they say than you are the stuff that they're avoiding to say. Absence speaks way, way louder than presence does. When you listen to someone say something, I do this all the time. I'll not listen to what someone says. I'll listen to the stuff that they avoid talking about, refuse. You can see it in what they say. They'll literally dodge these giant potholes in the road of their own psychology when they're talking. It's like, oh, yeah. It becomes, and detectives, really, really good detectives, use that methodology to suss out evildoers and criminals when they're interrogating them. But these people fundamentally, above all else, believe that they are their beliefs. I believe, and that's who I am. It's like, no, you're not your beliefs. That's the number one source for all suffering in the world. Number one. Fundamentally, that dates back to the condition, primordial attribute of agnosis, but that's a matter for another discussion. Then we're discussing metaphysics. But these people think they are their beliefs. They love to engage in projection. They will blame you for the very thing that they are sorely, sorely guilty of. They're extremely predictable. If you have a little bit of wisdom, they're extremely predictable. The world is becoming really, really, really ripe with these people. I mean, really ripe. Here's the reason why I know everything is coming to a head, and it's like a giant zit that's about to pop. And I mean this truly, even though I'd say that about a zit about to pop. There's a giant zit about to pop in the world because no one has ever seen in anybody's lifetime a point where the truth is so dodged, like a giant pothole in the road. Everybody in the world, nearly everybody, is dodging so many countless truths. It's like the truth has become evil. You can't dare talk about the truth. How dare you speak the truth? How dare you engage in common sense? How dare you say things that are sensible, wise, and undeniable? And when you speak wisdom, you're talking about nature and the truth of nature. And these people, they hiss and spit at it. And people that literally hiss and spit at the truth or nature, i.e. natura, they are by definition, snakes living in the shadow, hissing from the shadows. They are, by nature of their soul and what they cleave to, they are evil. I'm not to say they're completely hopeless, but a lot of them really are hopeless. That's a sad thing to say. I'm not really a pessimistic person, so I stopped playing with this pencil. But when so much of the world is so engaged in evil and hiding the truth, they'll do anything to hide the truth. Like you could, not that I watch the news, oh listen, but I'm really smart. I can read between the lines of what these idiots on the news and these dumb politicians, I could always read between the lines. They do absolutely everything possible to hide the truth, cover the truth, and these people are shadow dwellers. They're literally haters of truth and nature and wisdom. And by nature of what they are, that's not their true nature, but by nature of what they cleave to and surrounded themselves into, they have to be shunned. You just, you treat them like a hole in the water. They can't ruin your life. Don't let them ruin. Don't get trapped by these evil people who are just like a hole in the water. Hole in the water is an old saying about, just this invisible pitfall of misery and vacuity. You cannot get trapped by their little road pits. You have to shun them. You cast them by the wayside.